All right, everyone. This is Lane Fox. I am the prefect for the Ruffle Scrub House. So I was going to do a video on Quidditch because I know I've been posting up a lot of stuff, and I know probably a lot of our players don't want to read all that. So I got my list, and there's some stuff I just wanted to go over just to kind of do a quick video. I'm thinking less than 10 minutes long that you guys can just look at real quick. I mean, we'll go over this more at the event, but this is just, a quick, like, FAQ. Am I saying that right? So anyway, I'm also going to put the official Quidditch rulebook in the description of the video. So if you want to look at that, that's fine. But just to give you an idea, this rulebook's like 200 pages long. We're not going to be that extensive. We're not an official Quidditch team. So it's going to be dumbed down a whole lot. So, but if you're curious, you can look down there, and it's going to act as a good reference guide, and you don't have to watch this video. And also too, it was announced to me today that we need to be 18 or older to actually be a player. So if you're not old enough to play, then you may have to be a spectator. But all your team can use your support, so please come out and please support your team. First, to go over things to bring. Number one, spectators. Water. Bring water. Bring something to sit on, a blanket or something like that, because there's not going to be anywhere to sit on site. Also, bring your enthusiasm for your team. I know, I'm cheesy. Also, umbrellas, just in case it rains. And also, too, we're looking forward to anyone donating brooms. I worry that some of the players will not bring brooms, and we can use them, but just full disclosure, we may alter the broom. So by donating the broom, you will probably effectively maybe not have a functional broom, because we may have to saw them down, and I'll talk a little bit more about why we will do that later. And then the players, please bring your broom. That's one of the things that we're really asking you to bring. Clothes. Bring clothes that you can run in, play in, good shoes, and stuff that you don't mind getting dirty in. You don't want to be out there in your robes or your button-down shirt and tie, running around. Bring water as well so that you can stay hydrated. We really don't know how hot it's going to be. And also, we are asking players to bring a white shirt that we can paint a number in your house colors and your name on the back so that we can identify you. If you think you have an old white shirt that you can bring, please do. Some prefects are even bringing shirts, but we can't count on that because we'd have to buy a whole bunch of shirts. We don't know what shirt size you are, and so on and so forth. I even went so far as to make a personalized shirt, but you don't have to go that far. But if you can't do that, please at least bring something that can identify which house you're in. Wear a yellow shirt, wear a red shirt, wear a green shirt, wear a blue shirt. Wear a shirt that's going to be in your house colors so that we can identify where you are when you're on the field. Your housemates may not know you yet, so they're going to get to know you over the course of the weekend, but we can't, they may not know who you are out there. Okay, how you get points. Points on Quidditch. You're going to get 10 points per goal. When the Quidditch ball goes through the hoop, you're going to get 10 points. You can also get 30 points, and the game ends if someone catches the snitch. And we're going to talk a little bit more about that later. House points that are up for this. There's going to be 15 points per game. There's going to be 10 points if you actually win the game, and there's going to be 5 points for sportsmanship. A team can win the sportsmanship and win the game and get all 15 points, but there is some incentive to play, fairly, and so. But also, if you don't get the sportsmanship award, doesn't mean that you played unfairly either. It's going to be a little bit at the discretion of. I believe that I'm going to have the professors or the headmaster give out that 5 points. There's going to be 5 points that's going to go to 3 MVPs that are going to be chosen by the staff over the course of the weekend. Those can come from any team. The team that comes in last place could have an MVP on it, and they're going to get 5 points for their house. So just so you know, that's going to be up for grabs. MVPs do not necessarily have to be the best player. They can be, again, sportsmanship, good ethic, or they can be awarded just as the staff sees fit. You get 5 points for getting the house cup, and you get the house cup, which I'm going to say right now, I've seen the house cup. I'm not going to leak anything about it, but it's pretty awesome, and it's going to look great if you have it in your common room or whatever your house decides to do with it. You also get 2 points if you volunteer to be a ref, to be the snitch, or also to be the announcer. But full disclosure, don't cheat. As a ref, as a snitch, or well, I don't guess the announcer can cheat. You know, you can be a little bit biased in your announcing. I think that that's fine. But as a ref or as a snitch, I mean, don't throw a game in order to benefit a certain team. If you do that, I'm going to dock your house 2 points instead of give your house 2 points. So that's just to let everyone know there's some, you know, please come in with a completely neutral attitude, and we're going to try to make the snitch and the refs from an opposing team so that there's no bias or anything like that. Also, the players in the game, there's going to be 1 seeker. There's going to be 3 chasers. There's going to be 2 beaters, and there's going to be 1 keeper. Just so you know the colors, the seeker is going to be wearing a yellow headband. I've actually cut the cloth back there yesterday. 3 chasers, those are the ones that are going to be handing the Quidditch ball back and forth. They're going to have white bandanas. Then you're going to have the keeper who's going to have a green bandana who's going to be guarding the goals. But also, other than that, realize that the keeper is essentially a chaser otherwise. And also realize that the keeper cannot be bludgeoned by a beater while he's in the goal zone. And we'll talk a little bit more about that. Or you can check out the illustration I put on earlier on the side. And the beaters, those are the guys that are going around that can stop the other players. And we'll go on those later. But they're going to be wearing a black bandana. So there's 7 players total. So seekers, chasers, beaters, keepers. That's what you need to remember. Also, the types of balls, the quaffle, which is going to be a volleyball, slightly deflated so it's easier to kind of carry in one hand because one hand's going to be holding the broom. And so that's what we're going to be tossing through the goal, and that's what everyone's going to be fighting over, and that's how you primarily score points. Then there's also the beaters, bludgers. The bludgers are going to be playground balls, dodgeballs, whatever you want to call those, but that's what they're going to be. Also, too, for our beaters, this is a fun game. We kind of want to keep all bludgers below the shoulders and also not too hard or anything like that either. And then also the other ball is going to be a tennis ball that's going to be hanging off the back like in a sock or some sort of way, suspended on the snitch that can be taken. Also, penalties. If you're excessive with bludgeoning or you're doing something, heaven forbid we have any of our players trip people or do anything like that, any sort of unsportsmanlike behavior is going to get you a penalty. And if you get out on a penalty, you're out until the opposite team scores a goal on you. Also, if you're bludgeoned, if you get hit by a bludger, you've got to drop your broom. You've got to go and you have to touch one of the goalposts and run back and get your broom before you can re-enter the game. And you also have to drop the ball that you're carrying if you're carrying the quaffle or you're carrying another bludger. Also, broom length. Your broom is supposed to be ideally 30 to 40 inches. If it's, you know, and that's just to make sure that the end of the broom isn't hitting on people. The field, I put up an illustration. We'll talk. Oh man, this video got longer than I thought it was going to be. Winning the game. The game is going to be 45 minutes long, or it will end whenever someone catches the snitch. And the snitch is released into the game 18 minutes in. Practice and tryouts. We're going to go over those on site, but I'm leaving it up to the prefects to, you know, if they want to carry those. I'm only going to do practice for my team and not tryouts. Some teams may do both, but we're going to try to do that and kind of give y'all guys an idea to catch up on how the game works before you actually go to the event. The house prefects are going to assign who is in what positions and who is going to play, and I'm going to leave it up to the houses just to give them a little bit more autonomy. There's going to be 3 games total, and then there's that's going to be the 2 games against each other and then the finals. And then let's see, and I think actually that's about it. Sorry, I wanted to keep this under 10 minutes, so but that's the basic video. Good luck to everybody, and I hope to see you out there. And if you get a chance, you know, say hi to me, especially if you're in my house, because you'll probably see me around with my horrible Southern accent. But many of you are actually from the South, probably have like the same accent. And I am told that you can drink out of the house cup. So yeah, good luck to everybody.